Hello and welcome to Clash of the Masterminds. I'm your host SeoulStEaL and we're casting this PvP on 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝘉 Junction. At the top left, we have ourselves the red 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝘉. It is Mastakilla, aka eleeeet. And the bottom right, we have ourselves the blue 𝙀𝙀𝙯. It's qrtz. This is a blast from the past replay by eleeeet. He sent this to me a couple days ago. He said, hey, I have an old replay. It's an oldie but a goodie. And he said it was back when I was still shit at cannon rushing. And we have ourselves the cannon rush on the way by eleeeet, aka Mastakilla. I'll just call him eleeeet though. And qrtz is just going to do a gateway expansion. And this is actually the ideal scenario for eleeeet, the cannon rush. He could put the pylons here and force either the cancel on the gateway or death. But eleeeet is going to go ahead. Oops, I screwed up the camera there. But eleeeet is going to go ahead and put a pylon at the natural expansion of qrtz. And qrtz is going to scout eleeeet's base and realize, wait, I'm being cannon rushed? But where's the cannon rush coming in from? Hello? But we have ourselves a standard 2 gateway opener from qrtz. He's doing this. This is probably back in the time when everyone was just doing adept openers. And actually, all the probes were pulled by eleeeet to kill that qrtz probe, which hurts eleeeet more than it helps, because what's really going to happen in qrtz? What is he going to be able to do? Unfortunately for eleeeet, though, I mean, well, fortunately for him, he did kill the worker, so that's good for him, but it's just unfortunate because he did lose a lot of economy. And now qrtz is going to pull all the workers. This is the ideal time for eleeeet to just go ahead and, well, he could have pylon blocked the ramp, so qrtz can get back in without using a recall, wasting energy. Unfortunately, though, for qrtz, these cannons do go down, they do finish, and now the cannon rush is actually in full force. We have 2 zealots on the way for qrtz, and eleeeet, he might not be able to get this cannon down. All these workers over here, and is not protected by the lower ground cannons at all. And in fact, that cannon is going to go ahead and die. He could have canceled it, but it did just die, unfortunately for him. And now we have another pylon going down. eleeeet trying to keep his his enemy occupied with having to throw the probes onto cannons and pylons. These 2 zealots are finally out though, and they're going to deny for any further cannon rushes into the main. eleeeet is actually, he finally managed to cancel one of the structures, but unfortunately the probe does go down and the damage has been done. eleeeet has successfully cannon rushed himself in this scenario. The cannon rush has not been able to do a whole lot. He's got 3 kills on 1 cannon. And that's really unfortunate for him. But it's okay, because his opponent is hopefully going to be quite distracted. I mean, he's just now putting these probes back on the mineral line. But back at home at eleeeet's base, he is walled off. He's getting cannons, but he's completely walled off. So, oh, actually, he does have a probe out on the map. That's okay, so I was going to say eleeeet is kind of in trouble because he's walled in, but this probe is out on the map, so he's able to actually go ahead and expand elsewhere if he so chooses to. But eleeeet is actually spending more money on getting more cannons to defend himself against a counterattack that may or may not happen. And eleeeet's opponent qrtz is just going to keep making units. He's getting robo, which I'm going to go ahead and take a guess here that qrtz is planning to do a warp prism attack soon. At least that's what I would anticipate. I would anticipate a warp prism 4 gate. But qrtz is actually going to go down the ramp and meet these 2 cannons head on and realize, wait, I can just shoot from the high ground. And these zealots, they really want to go down and attack. But why bother when you can kill these cannons? You can clear them out from the safety of the high ground. But this also does give eleeeet more time to get himself prepared, get his zone tech up, get himself back into this game, because his opponent is delaying himself by clearing out these cannons. This last pylon for eleeeet is going to go down, but luckily for eleeeet, he's not going to get supply blocked because of it. And eleeeet is now at his own base. He's got himself to cybernetics core tech, so he's able to get himself Stargate or Robo, and eleeeet is actually going to go ahead and get himself a Stargate. He's going to get himself a Stargate, so Void Rays are probably on the way, whereas qrtz is going for Immortals, which is perfect for eleeeet. He doesn't need to deal with Immortals if he's up in the air. Immortals don't shoot up, and they can't be lifted up to shoot on an angle. And qrtz is going to go ahead and go across the map. He really wants to go and counterattack. He feels like he needs to do some damage back to his opponent, but he doesn't need to. He's actually ahead in supply, mostly because he has a larger army supply, especially since Elite has 0 army supply. And oh no, Elite, why would you bring the pro back home? No, you didn't need to bring it back home. You could have kept it across the map and expanded it a hidden base. But that's okay, because qrtz is going to try to go up the ramp, and he's going to realize, wait, I can't do shit up here. There's 3 cannons, and even if I killed this one pylon, I still can't get in, and it still doesn't depower him. And we do have a Void Ray out on the... Oh, not out. It's on the way. This Immortal is actually ideal, though, for taking out these cannons. The Immortal chunks cannons down super hard, but qrtz doesn't want to give... he doesn't really want to lose units. He's constantly producing Immortals and walking them across the map. And, yeah, so qrtz is just going to hang out outside of Elite's, his main base. And Elite is feeling contained, which he is, technically. He unfortunately brought this worker back home, so he actually can't expand and hide a base someplace. But this Void Ray is going to come on out, scout, and see, hey, wait, there's only 2 Stalkers, and there's 2 Immortals. I could take on the Stalkers if I focus them down. But Elite is going to go ahead and retreat the Void Ray. He did reveal his card, though, which is unfortunate for Elite, because his opponent now could just focus on Stalker production instead of Zealot production, or just in general, just going to make a lot more anti-air and possibly even weight. Yep, 4-gate on the way. Now for qrtz, he's going to be able to just mass Stalkers and deal with the Void Rays with ease. And yeah, Elite is unfortunately going to be in a world of hurt real soon here, because he revealed the Void Ray. He revealed the Void Ray, and he brought this pro back home. And Elite is going to go ahead and get himself his natural expansion. So this would be okay, in my opinion, if he had a bunch of sentries ready to force field and keep blue away for a while. Because qrtz doesn't have any Archons. He can't break down force fields. He can't shoot them down. He can't bile them down. So it would be ideal if Elite had a bunch of sentries to force field to keep them away, or a bunch of shield batteries just to power through this. But Elite is going to be forced to cancel here, because the qrtz army is here and ready to take down the Elite's, well, he's ready to take down Elite in general, and the Void Rays are in prismatic alignment. They are ready to do terrible damage to the Stalkers. Oh no, Elite, are you going to cancel the Nexus? No, he did not cancel the Nexus. Elite loses the Nexus, and now we have Void Rays, 3 Void Rays versus all... No, Elite, you misclicked. No, the rocks, the dreaded rocks. The blasted rocks, he accidentally misclicked. But the Void Rays are forcing qrtz to run away. Prismatic alignment is on one of the Void Rays. He did waste it on the other 2, unfortunately. But he was focusing on the Immortal and not the Stalkers. Elite, you gotta shoot the Stalkers. Shoot the Stalkers, the things that can kill your Void Rays. And unfortunately for Elite, he did lose 400 resources. He's lost a lot in this game already. His Cannon Rush didn't really do a whole lot. These Void Rays didn't do a whole lot. He lost the Nexus. He didn't get the cancel. And now he's going for it again. And now qrtz is coming back in for a 3rd time to see what is Elite up to. Or, well, I mean, he sees the pylon. Okay, he sees the Nexus. And qrtz, he's going to chunk this down super hard. And Elite, no, doesn't get the cancel again. That's 2 times he did not cancel the Nexus. That is twice the fail as before. Oh my goodness. Elite gonna go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and get himself a Fleet Beacon now, and we have an Oracle on the way. I don't know how Elite's gonna come back from this. There's a lot of Stalkers. Elite has already lost so many resources and has not done any damage to his opponent. He killed 3 units with his Cannon Rush, and now we have ourselves Stalkers pushing on forward. Stalker Immortal, and we have 4 Void Rays. Actually, 4 Void Rays is actually really, really good in this scenario for Elite, all with prismatic alignment and with shield battery support, and they could take down these Stalkers no problem. But Elite does lose one Void Ray, which is a quarter of his power, and yeah, because these Stalkers, they don't really do squat against this army that qrtz is coming in with. Oracle does arrive. Stasis Ward coming down for Elite, which is good. I mean, I like this. I like this choice. Stasis Ward will at least force qrtz to stay back, unless he wants to get himself, you know, paralyzed. I forgot what you really call it. Stasis. And qrtz, he's going to come on in. Oh no, he's going to walk in it, and he does lose 3 Stalkers. They are temporarily disabled. But we still have 3 active stalkers, but 3 stalkers versus 3 void rays. 3 void rays win anytime, and you can never. There's no amount of micro that could keep the stalkers from dying to those void rays. But we do have 3 more stalkers on the way, and yeah, Elite is still in a lot of trouble. Don't get me wrong. Elite really wants to do a counterattack, but he also doesn't feel safe leaving a Artosis pylon powering all these shield batteries, right? Right, Elite? This is just a really scary army for Elite. I honestly don't know how the hell Elite's gonna win this game. qrtz has already got himself a natural expansion. Oh wait, we missed it. Elite got 11 kills with this Oracle. I don't know how I managed to miss that. I thought his Oracle was still at home, but he cleared the mineral line of qrtz at the same time. I thought he lost the Oracle, but okay, here we go. We have ourselves the final push from qrtz coming on in, and all these stalkers are going to target the void rays, and another void ray does go down. 2 more left. qrtz, you have the power. You have so much to live for. And all the void rays do go down. And I don't know what Elite's got to hold this. He has nothing. He has a carrier that's about to complete. But how are you going to come back from this? The carrier is out, but carriers don't really do any damage. The mothership is still on the way, actually. Despite the fleet beacon being gone. You know, if Elite were to cancel it, though, he would get all the resources back. But that's the only time the mothership would cease to exist after losing the fleet beacon, and these probes are going to come in and trying to stall for the mothership. And there's only 4 stalkers left versus all these probes in the carrier, and Elite is somehow managing to hold while. Yeah, the Oracle. I don't know where. Oh, okay, no, the Oracle. I don't know where the Oracle went. Is the Oracle dead? No, the Oracle's still alive. The Oracle's over here hanging out, gaining energy back. I gotta keep tabs on where that Oracle is gone and where it is, because it did some nice work against qrtz while Elite was taking a brutal beating. And we have more stalkers on the way. The mothership is actually about to pop. This is kind of crazy that Elite is gonna manage to get a mothership out all on one base while taking all this beating. We have more void rays on the way for Elite, but now that the mothership's out, all these stalkers, they can't attack the carrier, they can't attack the void ray, and these interceptors are doing terrible damage to qrtz's army. And qrtz is forced to retreat. He has no detection. He can't do anything. He can only attack the mothership. But Elite, what are you doing? No, go counterattack. Go kill him. Elite is gonna go ahead and sit back. He did bring back his Oracle. His Oracle's still out. It's heading on out. We do have a probe on the way out as well. I don't know what Elite is going to do from here. I mean, if he gives his opponent too much time to get too many stalkers, there's nothing he's going to be able to do to win this, I don't think, right? Surely. And Elite's hiding a probe up here in the north. We do have a random immortal in the natural for Elite, and from qrtz. And Elite has somehow managed to turn this game to make it more even than it really should have been. Like, his opponent was doing a lot of damage, but hold that thought, because the Oracle does come back in and does get 4 more kills before being forced to retreat. And qrtz's his economy is still a lot stronger than Elite, that's for sure. Elite is down to 12 workers versus the 27 for qrtz, but Elite has the stronger army in this scenario, it looks like, because the mothership Void Ray carrier comp is just too strong. The Void Rays are cloaked, and qrtz didn't get any detection, and these Void Rays are doing terrible damage to these stalkers, and somehow these Void Rays are, this army is forcing qrtz to retreat. qrtz really needs to get an observer. He needs more stalkers than observers, but he's not getting the observer, the one unit that could turn the tide of this battle. And Elite is actually going to do it. He's actually going to turn this game around, and looks like he's actually going to win. qrtz can't kill the mothership. There's nothing else left for qrtz to do. He's got another stalker on the way. The mothership is honestly being over microed at this point, but Elite he cleared out the army, but I don't know why he's regrouping outside, giving his opponent a little bit more time to get more stalkers, but okay, he's going back in. And at the same time, Elite is getting himself a hidden base. Elite needs to get his economy back up while doing this attack, though. He needs to be making workers. And Elite is going to go ahead and attack the pylons and clear them out. Finally, qrtz has got an observer, but it's a little too late for it. He doesn't have the stalker count he needs to finish this army off. And I think Elite has done it. I think he's managed to turn this around. The Oracle does come back in and does get more kills. Gets up to 29 kills on the Oracle. And GG, well played, is called by qrtz. And both players, GG out. Elite does take the game. Well played. If you guys enjoyed this replay cast and would like me to cast your replays, be sure to submit your replays at seoulreplays@gmail.com. That's SEOUL replays@gmail.com. Or you can go to my Discord. It's in the description down below, and you can submit it in the StarCraft stuff section. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video just now. If you wouldn't mind clicking that like, subscribe, and the bell notification down below, really appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on my Twitter and Twitch.